What's good, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about how important things that I wish I knew when I first began my fitness journey. As you know, many of us, including myself, start off as just rookies with not much knowledge when it comes to macros, cutting, bulking, calories, intermittent fasting, and just the basics of fitness in general, and how you can obtain your goals that you like. So yeah, so like many of us just went into the gym with just lifting and dropping weights, thinking we're gonna get big, but then we don't see any results. From there, what you have to do is just knowledge, just gain that knowledge that you need. Just researching, watch YouTube videos, Google it. All the information is on the internet and it's pretty easy and accessible. So I think this video and the tips I've learned throughout my years of just lifting will help many of you guys to get to the right path and skip all nonsense, of just trial and error. So here it is, let's get to it. So the first important thing is the day you start lifting is the day you're forever gonna be small. No, I'm joking. But no, the first lesson is how much you lift in the gym doesn't matter. So basically, it doesn't matter if you train for aesthetics. It can matter if you're in a progressive overload over time. Basically, what that means is just lifting heavier each time you go to the gym to train and just get bigger and focus on your weights. But what I'm talking about is these big goals of yourself, such as hitting 2 plates because of how quick you want to hit that goal and impress others. I know all of us, when we first started gymming, want to impress our friends and just show off how we can lift heavier than they can, but that's not the point. The point is, if you lift lower weights or heavier, doesn't matter, you'll still be able to gain that nice aesthetic physique, which over time you'd want, even if you trained for hypertrophy or progressive overload, it doesn't matter. And when you lift heavy, let's say you want to hit that 2 plates on bench press, you're definitely gonna get injured. And when you get injured, you know what happens. You're gonna be taking a long break and won't be able to lift, and you most likely will lose all of your gains. So I know one time when I was trying to impress my friends, I did like 2 plates and I wasn't that strong. And I did it for 1 rep max, and then I ended up hurting my rotator cuff, which led me to, I had to take like a 5-month break, went to the doctors and just couldn't lift, and then I lost all my muscle mass, and yeah, I just had to start all over again. So what I'm saying is, when you're training for aesthetics, don't train to work on hitting a certain weight in the gym. Make sure that you slowly up your weights, but don't be in a rush. And once you up it slowly, it'll help you a lot, and this will allow you to work on your strength, but also work on your aesthetics as well. For aesthetic physique, you just need to work on your body and train each muscle body part properly and consistently. Next thing I learned was that one pizza will not make you fat, just as a salad won't make you lean. So just focusing on your diet, just make sure that you keep count of your macros and your calories every day and just stay consistent with it. So maybe tracking all your foods that you eat, and when you're doing that, you can always have like a slice of pizza or 1 donut or whatever, as long as it fits your macros. And if it fits your macros, then you'll be fine. You'll still be losing weight if you're cutting, of course. What I suggest is just have like a proper balanced diet, and yeah, eat whatever you want, ice cream, whatever, but don't do it so often. Do it maybe once or twice a week or whatever, and just make sure you're eating healthy and have gaining all your macros, your proteins, your fats, your carbs, all together. As long as you meet those macros every day, you'll be fine. And yeah, many of us, when we're trying to get into shape, just have a healthier diet, we tend to see certain foods as bad foods or junk. But that's not actually the case. You can always have your favorite junk food, unhealthy obsessions, whatever. But as long as it fits your macros. So let's say if I have a donut, I can eat that, but just make sure that you're having a balanced diet. What I like to preach is flexible dieting. If it fits your macros, then that's perfect. And from that, I still lose weight, I still look good, I still end up being shredded and ready for the beach or whatever. But just make sure that you have balance. Majority of your foods can come from healthy proteins, carbs, fats, but make sure they're all healthy. And some of it can come from whatever junk food of your choice or whatever, just so you can have a balanced diet. Then that'll make you happy, that'll make you enjoy your diet even more, right? So that's all you want. If you don't have a balanced diet, then you obviously probably will give up, but that's not what you want. So having a flexible diet does do wonders, and it'll help you just maintain your physique. Every day it has to be 100% healthy, and once you understand that and live with that, then you'll benefit from not having as much cheat days, because now you're aware of what to eat and what not to eat, and this comes from flexible dieting. And yeah, I would just recommend that looking up and researching on if it fits your macros, just for a better understanding, and this will allow you to just enjoy your fitness journey, either if it's cutting or bulking or recomp. So it's up to you. So just look it up and it will definitely help you. And I wish I knew this earlier, back when I started lifting, but unfortunately that was not the case, and I had to just do trial and error. So now I'm here and now I know how to do it, and it's fun. The important thing is you'll never obtain your end goal. What I mean by that is you should enjoy your journey. Goals constantly change. Your diet, training, and just everything else surrounding you will change depending on your goals, right? That is a good thing, because when you're already there, you start to get comfortable and get out of shape again, and that's not what you want. So, or you just get bored in general. So when you're already there, you basically think like, yeah, what's the point? What's the point of this? Okay, now I'm shredded. What do I do now? So that's not what you want. You won't care anymore, right? So what you want to do is write down your goals and have for me, for example, I reached my physique goals, and then I wanted to get bigger and more leaner. So I wrote that down, and then I looked up ways I can possibly get to that goal. It's like a mountain. You're basically climbing a mountain with struggles, challenges, and once you reach that mountain, it'll be easier and you'll be satisfied. And with that comes experience too. So with that experience, you'll have more knowledge and expertise on just this and whatever comes in your way, right? And yeah, like I said, when you climb up the mountain, it's about the climb and journey, with all the bumps that come along the way, such as challenges. When you reach that mountain, it's not the end, but you'll eventually find a bigger and tougher mountain to climb this time, right? And with that comes many different challenges, and yeah. So this will also not only excite you, but it will help you challenge yourself to be the best of your ability and that you can be. Same thing goes for success in life. When you made it, it's not the end. You want something bigger and better, such as, let's say, if you were to get if you got rich and you had what, like, let's say 50K, you would probably invest that into something better so you can make 100K, and from there you'll keep going on and on because you're never satisfied and you have different goals and just the whole different outlook on life in general. And it's basically about not being satisfied and just having fun with the journey, and this applies to everything you do in life. So yeah, just constantly set your goals, appreciate the journey because it's not the end, and enjoy the process of reaching those goals. Once you realize that, it'll be easier for you to reach those goals. That's what I did with everything in life, with school, work, fitness, and everyone around me. So, and it's been helping a lot. So you should be doing the same. So guys, the next important thing I learned that I wish I knew many years back was consistency is everything. When you're consistent, let's say in general, you tend to reach those goals that we were talking about earlier faster, right? It's more of a journey that you take, like I mentioned before. If you stay consistent, you'll get faster and better results. If you were to, let's say, go to the gym once or twice a week and then took a whole break the next week and then went back to the gym for another once or twice a week, you're not going to gain much. You won't see any progress. And when you don't see any progress, that's when you give up. And when you give up, what happens? Your mood is off, you're sad, you don't have motivation, and you're just not about that life anymore, right? So what I would suggest is just focus and stay consistent with everything you do. And once you're consistent, you'll see results that come to you faster. And it'll be easier for you to gain those goals or those results that you're looking for much, much faster. And that's what you want. Every time when I did not set any goals, that's when I fell off. That's when I wasn't sure if I'm capable of doing or reaching these goals. So what I did was I wrote it down in my calendar. I also set alarm times every day so I can go to the gym, wake me up early morning, head to the gym, first thing first, get a workout in, and then head back home. And then also with my diet, I made a fitness schedule where I have all my diets listed, and according to my diet and my goals, I change it here, adjust it here and there, and from there I also just focus on these goals until I need to change them again. So what I would suggest is, write these routines or memorize it, remember it, and just focus on it and make sure you're consistent with it every day. Because let me tell you this, if you fall off your diet, you're not gonna see results at all. It's not gonna help you at all. So what I would suggest is have like a workout plan and a diet plan. So I personally use MyFitnessPal to track all my calories and macros when it comes to my diet, and when it comes to my training plan. I now have it memorized, but I used to write it down on my phone notes and just keep track of it. I do that sometimes too with new workouts or new exercises that I maybe found recently, but generally I have it memorized. So what I'm going to do and how I'm going to attack it, including the sets and reps, with all that information. So 60-minute workout, whatever, there's never an excuse not to go. You have 24 hours in a day. Why not just spend just 1 hour of your day just lifting, bettering yourself? Because trust me, when you look good, you feel good, you're more confident, and you're much more happier in life in general. and this does showcase when it comes to other people, your family, your friends, and your work, and you're more productive too, right? So if you really want it, you'll make time for it, you'll plan it out, and you'll go for it, trust me, because me personally speaking, I was like that. I really wanted a six pack, have a physique, be big, and I did everything I could. I made a plan, I did my research, and then I went to the gym and got tips from other people from the gym, and they helped me out a lot. And now I'm educated on this topic, and it's helped me a lot with just my physique goals. I did, but I'm working on getting back into the routine because of COVID. I couldn't do much, so I'm here, and we're about to do a transformation soon. So I'll keep you guys updated. So guys, these are some of the stuff I personally wish I knew when I first started my fitness journey. But unfortunately, obviously, I didn't have much knowledge on this, so that's why I decided to make this video and educate you guys too, so you guys can skip all this stuff and get right to it with all the information that you need. And this will benefit you in the long run, trust me. Alright, take care, guys.